I hope you're having a great start to the week. Becky Lander here, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. I am live every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, with some money-making tips to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. We are live over on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all the places. So as you're joining in, say hello. Let me know that you are here. Let me know your direct sales business. I would love to see who is in the house over in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and share this video into our two Facebook groups. We have our Modern Direct Seller Tribe, your spot to grow your direct sales biz. Totally free group, lots of fun, great content dripping into that group each and every day. And then, of course, we have our Modern Direct Seller Academy for our membership community. And there is a lot of action happening inside the Academy this week, which I'm super excited for. We have our systems reboot that is launching as of this morning. The first video is actually already up. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that here in a quick second. But I see Robin is on. Robin, Pampered Chef in the house. Good to see you. San Antonio. Perfect. Let me know as the rest of you join in where you're popping in from. It's good to see all of you. Ooh, even a couple of you over on Instagram. So fun. All right. So a couple of quick things. This morning, I'm going to talk about my top 5 systems for your business and why you can't live without them. I'm also going to give you an idea of maybe where to invest because I know that not all systems are free. And depending upon where you're at in your business, I'm always a big fan of mastering one system, layering in the next, then layering in the next, layering in the next. So don't feel like if you're just getting going, you need to jump in and get all 5 of these systems in place. Like that's a lot. So let's just take it one step at a time. And then also from just an investment perspective, they're all very affordable, but you might be at a different, part of your business where you're like, okay, I'm not quite ready to make that leap yet. That's okay. You can layer it in when you are ready. So let's see. Yay, Mary Lou, you're on as well. Mary Lou, are you watching on Facebook and Instagram? I swear I saw you in both places. Good to see you. Daisy, San Diego in the house. Whoop, whoop. Cutler Street. Glad you are here as well. And as you're watching, if this is helpful today, feel free to share it with your team or your biz besties, anyone that would be interested in learning more about these top 5 systems. So let's go ahead and dive in. System number 1 that I am such a huge fan of, and it's crazy just how technology and everything evolves because this was not even on my radar even like a year and a half ago, right? So ChatGPT, raise your hand in the comments if you're using ChatGPT for any part of your business, whether that's brainstorming content, maybe that's proofreading a blog post, maybe that's repurposing from a social post into an email, all the things. I would love to hear who is using ChatGPT because here's the thing, it is a free system. Free, our favorite price to pay. So of course you can upgrade to a paid plan, but if you're just jumping into ChatGPT or AI, definitely get started with the free plan. I like to think of ChatGPT as like your unpaid intern or, your assistant that you have to train. So it's a great tool. The more you use it, the easier it gets and the better it gets to know you as well. So yes, Chad. Oh my gosh, Robin, you're so funny. Yep, use it daily. Okay, check done. Sounds like we have a few of you that are loving using ChatGPT. And in our systems reboot, that is today's topic. We actually started with ChatGPT for a reason. 1, because it's free. 2, because it is it's such a great tool to work a little bit smarter, not harder. And for many, maybe, like Mary Lou, have never tried it, right? Okay, all right, we might have, let's give it a try. So today's video is all about how to use that. And it's also gonna help create content for us and help us with other systems later in the week. So it's a system that feeds into systems because we're talking about ScentShare and Canva and all kinds of other things as the week goes on. And ChatGPT can really help with using those other systems as well. So ChatGPT, if you're not using it, go download the app on your phone, you open your web browser, keep it open, and just try it for the day. Anytime you have a question or you think of something, type it into ChatGPT. Anytime you're working on content, ask ChatGPT if it can make it better, right? So in today's training, we have a video that I've pre-recorded that goes through all of it. And then we also have a hands-on workshop that is happening here in just about an hour that Sammy is going to lead for us that is going to be more hands-on. So if you've never used it before, or you've kind of been thinking about it but not totally sure, or maybe you have been using it but you know there's other ways you can use it, this workshop's going to be great because it's going to be super hands-on. So that's how we're structuring the whole week. Yay. Okay, perfect. We got Jaffer in the house. Hey, Tina. You've used it a little bit. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I love it. Okay, so system number 2 to check out if you're not already using it is one of my favorites, ScentShare. And I know many of you use ScentShare to batch and schedule your content. And I have to say, probably the biggest thing on ScentShare that I've just had countless conversations about over the last year or so is a lot of people are like, oh, does it still work? Because you can't post to groups now. Yes, it still works. Yes, you have to manually push into groups, and that's true for any third-party app that you're using for scheduling purposes. But you can schedule to Facebook, to YouTube now, to TikTok now, to Instagram. You can schedule to X. You can schedule to Pinterest. You can schedule to LinkedIn, literally all the platforms. So I am a big fan of showing up in all the places at the same time if I can, right? Or repurposing content across platforms. ScentShare makes that a breeze. Not to mention, I get to store all of my content there. So anything that I've posted before using the app, I can always pull from, repurpose, reuse. Not to mention, they post to stories, reels, all the things. So if you're not using it, definitely one to check out. They do have a free 60-day trial right now. So that would be a great one to check out. I think you can grab the 60-day trial. It's moderndirectseller.com/ScentShare. And then you'll want to use the coupon code keyboard60 because that's the other thing. If you haven't checked out ScentShare lately, they have added a keyboard. Yeah, a keyboard. So all of your content is right there at your fingertips. So I'm loving that also. So ScentShare, number 2, we're going to dive into that tomorrow in a little bit more detail. Like I said, we have a video that drops into the Academy in the morning and then a hands-on workshop that we're doing together. And tomorrow's, I'm actually facilitating that one on ScentShare. So I'm really excited for that. Okay, number 3, you guys have heard me talk about Oh My High, and I know we have a lot of Oh My High users in the house, but Oh My High is going to be your very own website, blog, email marketing system, and CRM. Yeah, let's put all of those all under one. So this is our sister brand to Modern Direct Seller. Jeremy's done all the development on it, and we're really excited for it. I mean, it works beyond just the direct sales space, but here in our direct sales world, we have templates that are super easy, drag and drop, fill in the blank style for you to use. We have email templates already written, same thing where you can just kind of tweak them and get that welcome sequence up and running. So Oh My High is going to be a great tool for you as you're really working to build that personal brand and you want to show up beyond just your social media channels, which sometimes are a little bit short-lived. Videos only last so long and content is only relevant for so long, but a blog post that's going to keep showing up in search results. People can find you. It ups your level of professionalism, all the things. So Oh My High, definitely a tool to check out. And Lisa Duck is facilitating our workshop on Oh My High on Wednesday inside the Academy. So again, if you've been thinking about it or you might want to check it out, you could always get started and just do the $29 for the first month. And then as you're getting into that, you can decide if you want to do more, if you want to upgrade, if you want to go annual. But Lisa's going to walk you through how to get your site set up and running and answer any questions. So it's going to be a really great session on Wednesday. All right. So number 4 system to check out, which I think many of you are already using here in the direct sales space. This is one that's pretty commonly used. Drum roll, please. Number 4 is Canva. And I know I have a Canva Pro account. I think maybe forever. I just double checked their pricing on Canva Pro now is $120 a year. And having that for our business is critical. We've actually moved so much of our so many of our documents and our graphics and our promotions and our cover photos and all the things. We've moved over to Canva. Back in the day, we were using, working with a graphic designer and doing that in Illustrator and Photoshop and all the things. And you can make designs so easily and share them and have templates to use all inside of Canva. So huge fan of that. That's another browser window that is almost always open over here on our side. We definitely get our money's worth and love creating beautiful things. And Canva allows us to do that so easily. I actually do all of my keynotes in Canva as well, which maybe drives some of my clients a little bit crazy because they like to have like a PowerPoint version on their computer. So we often download it from Canva into a PowerPoint, and so they can access it and it doesn't have to be connected to the internet. But I do all the design for those keynotes within of Canva as well. All right. So everyone's using Canva. Lots of hands up in the comments. I see it. So Thursday's workshop is on Canva. I'm facilitating that one. And that one's also going to be super hands-on. So pre-recorded video in the morning, hands-on, learn something new in Canva with me together in the afternoon. So that's going to be a blast. I can't wait for it. And then last but not least, number 5, favorite system or tool to use is Project Broadcast. So how many people are using text marketing using Project Broadcast? Another tool that we love. I'm pretty sure I just got a text from myself while I was sitting right here reminding everyone about our systems workshop happening at 10. But Project Broadcast is a great tool because same thing, you can get ahead on scheduling out your text, planning your content, reaching people one-on-one. We know how critical that is right now. It's so hard to actually connect with people directly and things get lost on social. But a text message, 98%, 99% open rate. Yes, please. Let's give people the option to at least see your content, decide if they want to engage, respond, click, and you can do that directly with Project Broadcast. So super, super big fan of that. We actually have Kimberly Polito doing our workshop on Friday on Project Broadcast. She is going to share so much on the functionality of Project Broadcast. I feel like it's one of those tools that most people are barely scratching the surface, right? There's so much more that you can do. And so she's going to get into the details of Project Broadcast, how to set up campaigns, how to put people into sequences, how to serve your new customers, how to serve your leads, if you're sending out a sample, how to make sure your follow-up is on point. And then also some of the fun stuff too, just quick texts like wishing you a great week, checking in on you that are more conversational, whether you're using those with your customers or potentially your team as well. So we got an action-packed week inside of the Academy. As you can see, we're covering all 5 of those tools. And, I mentioned this in the beginning, but if you're just getting into using some of these systems, I would start with free, right? Let's start with ChatGPT. That's free. That's going to save you time. That's going to help you do your work more efficiently. And then when you're ready, I would layer in some of these other tools, right? So I know for many, the next step might be Canva, right? You're using Canva. You can't get away with using the free version anymore. You need to do the paid version. Again, that $120 a year, totally worth it. Another one that I think is a no-brainer is SendShare. Let's layer that in now. Okay, we have some tools to help create our content. SendShare has a library of so many graphics. I think there's tens of thousands of done-for-you content pieces inside of SendShare. That's $100 for a year. And you can batch out your content and schedule it on all of those platforms to make sure that you're staying consistent. Maybe once a week, you do all of your content planning, and then you don't have to worry about it during the week. You can actually show up and serve your customers, right? That's what you're here to do. So love, love, love Canva as that tool. I think Project Broadcast is another great one. You can start with the $8 a month bundle, and that's a great one just as you're starting to step into text marketing and doing a little bit more of that. And then, of course, Oh My High is great. But I know for many, that's like, okay, after I've got some systems in place, okay, now I'm ready to invest and spend a little bit more time developing my website and being more strategic about my content and having a place to send people beyond my social channels. So, again, you don't need to do them all at once. I would kind of layer things in as your business continues to grow, and definitely lean into these systems because I've said this before, but I really think systems will save you. They will save you, right? How great is it to know that things are working for you in the background Well, maybe you're taking a nap, or maybe you're at the beach, or maybe you're playing with your kids, right? If you have to be on 24/7 and posting and sharing and doing your work in real time, oh, that's exhausting. You're working too hard. You are working too hard. So definitely lean into these systems to streamline, automate, and so you're ready to scale your business. So I would love to hear in the comments, for those of you that are watching live, or even if you're catching the replay, of those 5 systems, which one are you most excited about? Tell us. I want to hear in the comments. And again, for all of our Academy members, I can't wait to see you guys in the workshops that are happening this week. You'll find the daily video dropping from me pretty early in the morning, and then the hands-on workshop is later in the day. It's all in your events dashboard, so you can save it to your calendar. Make sure you don't miss a beat. Of course, it's going to be available on replay as well. And if you're not in the Academy and you're listening right now thinking, ooh, I could really use this in my business, you can still sneak in today using that coupon code, so you can get started for just $15 inside the Academy, and then you unlock access to that systems reboot that, again, begins today, April 14th. So I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside. I hope you have a great one. Happy Monday, and I'll be back here next week for another Make Money Monday. All right. Bye, everyone. See you later.